Since she was a child, the girl had mastered all kinds of ways to make money. She collected just expired fried chicken from supermarkets, touched it up, and sold it to passing drivers. By the time she entered middle school, she was flipping illegal cigarettes at school. With the money she earned, she supported her entire family. But she didn't fall behind in her studies. Thanks to her high intelligence, she got accepted into a top university. However, she couldn't afford the $70,000 tuition loan, which came with steep interest, so she started selling fake event tickets on the street. And somehow they were even more popular than the real ones. But this time, the police caught her. She was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 40 months in prison. Even in prison, she didn't stop hustling. She sold yogurt for profit while self-studying with books. Because of her good behavior, she was released early. But the moment she got out, the debt collectors called. They offered to slash her $30,000 debt down to $5,000, as long as she paid immediately. Her sharp instincts sensed a business opportunity. With a little friendly talk, she learned that the collectors earned 10% commission for each debt recovered. She went straight to the debt collection company and discovered that banks sold off massive bundles of bad debt every year. Debt companies bought them for cheap, and how much they collected depended entirely on skill. She made a bold deal with the boss. If she became the top performer within 1 month, her entire debt would be cleared. If not, she would pay double. The boss immediately kicked out the worst performing employee to make room for her. For her first case, she didn't rush to call. She researched the debtor and found he was a rich mama's boy who refused to pay. She simply said, "If you don't pay, I'll tell your mom." He immediately gave in. First debt cleared. Next, she targeted each debtor's weakness. To a firefighter, she said, "No payment? I'll report you and get your license revoked." To a 75-year-old grandma, she warned, "Not paying could affect your grandson's college admission." With her sharp insight and silver tongue, she quickly became the top earner. But the boss went back on his word. He didn't clear her debt. Instead, he gave her $2,000. She knew it wasn't the right time to fight back, so she swallowed her anger and smiled. But deep inside, she made a decision. She would start her own debt collection company. She quickly contacted a debt supplier and bought a batch of debt accounts at a high price. Then she started building her team. She hired a former cosmetic salesperson with a charming voice, an Indian man with incredible speech skills, a con artist priest, and a tough woman she met in prison. Her debt collection company rose rapidly. Business bloomed everywhere. Every penny she earned went straight into buying more debt accounts. Her company kept growing faster and bigger.